Information Wednesday, Shalise McQueen here. Per my teaser video, I want to talk about policies that you need to make sure you pay extra attention to, and you should be auditing on an annual basis for your protection. So as always, I like to keep things relevant, and I saw an article in the paper this morning regarding a house fire that took place over the weekend, and it was involving some renters. And he said that he learned a very valuable lesson. What do you think it was? Our lesson that he learned is he should have been on top of his renter's insurance policy because he took it out about 10, 15 years ago. And at the time, he only had asked for $36,000 in personal property coverage. Now, when you rent a property, the landlord, of course, maintains their own policy for the dwelling and any personal property they personally own, typically limited to appliances. And of course, renter's insurance policies are for the renter's protection for their personal property and personal liability, loss of use, etc. Well, once again, he took this policy out about 10, 15 years ago. And although he may have updated the address throughout the years, he did not update his policy, his coverage amounts. And so his house fire basically took everything away from him. And now he only has $36,000 to work with in terms of personal property coverage for a household of 4 people, a 4-bedroom, etc. So you can imagine that he is going to be at quite a loss. As I was saying, based on his personal property coverage of $36,000 and it being a 4-bedroom house, a 4-person occupied property, $36,000 is not going to go very far. And renters policies is a prime example of a policy that doesn't ever change in coverages unless you personally request those changes. Another policy that also has the same thing is condo policies. A lot of times condo policies do not have any increased values of coverages over the period of time either. This is not universal to every insurance policy or company, but once again, farmers, in terms of our homeowners policies, we do have our inflation guard built in, which means every year you are getting increased coverages for your dwelling, personal property, and all the other underlying coverages, which is nice. But again, this is very unique to a homeowner's policy, whereas commercial policies, same thing. You need to make sure you're updating your personal business property, any kind of payroll, any new property you may acquire. All of these things, as I was saying, same thing with commercial. You have to make sure that you're updating your policy and auditing on an annual basis because, of course, naturally, when you own a business, a residence, you rent, whatever you're doing, you are acquiring new things every year. And let's be honest, eggs are going up as well as everything else. So more than likely, your coverages that you currently carry are probably falling short of what it would cost you to replace it in this day and age. And even though your policy may state replacement cost, that doesn't change what your actual underlying personal property coverage looks like. So you may have $36,000 replacement. $36,000 is all you're going to get, even if it costs you $55,000 to replace those said items. So make sure you do yourself a favor. As always, I preach this: audit, audit, audit. Review your policies, pay attention to your coverages, pay attention to your premium, and of course, give me a call so I can do the same for you and be an extra set of eyes to look out for you, your needs, your protection. As always, you can give me a call at 602-525-5665 or email me at cmcqueen@farmersagent.com. Remember to ask yourself, are you protected? We'll see you next week.